The last very, very worrying development is what's happening inside our Justice Department right now. There is a rolling purge that is happening right now. You are watching the FBI squeeze out anyone that was affiliated with the prosecution of the January 6 rioters. You are watching the firing of anybody that was associated with law enforcement actions against the president. And so the message is clear. If you're in law enforcement and you go after Republicans or you go after Donald Trump's political interests, you are not going to have a job. That would be worrying in and of itself. But there is something else that is happening. And that is early threats of law enforcement against opponents of the president. The new acting U.S. attorney in Washington, D.C., sent a really interesting letter directly to Elon Musk. Again, Elon Musk is a private citizen. He can't pass a security clearance. But Ed Martin, the acting U.S. attorney for Washington, D.C., sent a letter saying it was good to work with the Doge team this weekend. We must keep all our American government employees safe. We must protect the American people's property. I recognize that some of the staff at Doge have been targeted publicly. That's true. Doge is apparently a public agency. If you are working for Doge, you have accountability to the American public. It is true that we are having a public conversation about Doge, about Elon Musk, about the people who work for him. He says, at this time, I ask that you utilize me and my staff to assist in protecting the Doge's work and the Doge's workers. Let me assure you of this. We will pursue any and all legal action against anyone who impedes your work and threatens your people. Let me read that again. Let me assure you of this. We will pursue any and all legal action against anyone who impedes your work and threatens your people. That's extraordinary. The political opposition in this country is allowed to try to impede the work of the majority party. We are allowed to publicly criticize the work of the majority ruling party. We are allowed to protest outside buildings. We are allowed to name individual government officials and criticize them for the actions that they have taken. But this letter from the U.S. attorney says that, be assured, we will pursue legal action against anyone who impedes your work or threatens your people. Online, there are many critics of Elon Musk. The other night, one of these MAGA trolls targeted a critic of Elon Musk. And he tagged Ed Martin, the U.S. attorney, in his tweet. He said, I found one right here, Eagle Ed Martin. Lots of stuff in his Blue Sky account as well. I'd look into him if I were you. He was threatening to hurt Elon Musk. Very unstable figure. This is a pretty mainstream critic of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. He's not threatening to hurt anybody, but he's a pretty regular critic of Elon Musk. That critic responds to this troll, and then guess who shows up posting? The U.S. attorney for Washington, D.C. He responds to this MAGA troll. Thank you. for the information. Noted. That's extraordinary. That's a law enforcement issue with the power of arrest and imprisonment. Posting on a thread that includes a very loud, visible critic of the president, Elon Musk, that he's watching him. He's watching him. Coming on the heels of a letter that says, "Let me assure you, we will pursue any and all legal action against anyone who impedes your work or threatens your people." Now, even if this critic doesn't end up getting arrested, because there is no claim that there is anything that he has done, as far as I have seen, that would ever rise to the level of an arrestable offense. He is just a critic of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Even if he never gets arrested, the chilling effect of a U.S. attorney telling critics online that I'm watching you, that is authoritarian stuff. And it has impact, because this particular individual is not going to stop criticizing. But plenty of other people, faced with a vague threat of federal investigation for their criticism of Doge, will stop doing it. And I wouldn't blame them for it. If I get threatened with imprisonment because I criticize the president, I won't stop. This particular activist will not stop. But it would be reasonable for many Americans, if they were trolled by a U.S. attorney on their Twitter feed, being told, "I'm watching you," it would be logical for them to just stop criticizing, as it would be for the recipient of federal grants to stop criticizing the president because they worry that if they do, their funding will be shut off, as it might be for any ordinary American to do, knowing now that Elon Musk has the ability to control whether they get a tax refund or not. Democracies don't die in an instant. There isn't this minute when dissent has been crushed so badly that we don't have fair contests in this country.